ever unturned with Tillman.
We mentioned face-offs for Syracuse. Mason Kohn, the transfer from Tufts, going against the veteran Luke Wierman, and Wierman gets the better of him initially and gets possession, but Syracuse will take it on the turnover. And Clark, this crowd, lower bowl completely full in front of us and on the far side. They've been waiting for this one for a while. And the Orange have gotten off to a dream start in front of this crowd here inside the Dome. Kohn and Wierman, we expect this to be a great battle all afternoon long. Alexo gets possession quickly in front. Hiltz had a notion. Overtime. Coaches cannot throw the challenge flag. All of those will be reviewed at the official's discretion. At any rate, it's a good goal from Urksa. And Syracuse is going to get a chance here. Oh, man down! Right off the face-off.
Mason Kohn has been an equalizer for Syracuse after 3 games. What was a weakness a year ago at the face-off X has been a strength with the Tufts transfer. An incredible athlete, Cotter. Was a Division I hockey recruit. Was going to attend Army West Point and played Division I hockey. Goes to Tufts, he plays 2 sports. He's well over 70% after 3 games. And they have been riding this guy, and the offense gets to feast as a result of Mason Kohn.
Transferred in from Tufts. Immediately voted as a team captain. Shows you what kind of a player he is and a leader he is. Going to go out to UCLA Law School, but putting that off for a year. Hoping to do some big things here with the Syracuse Orange, and he gives him a lead. And he's going to walk off, too, after we get the first whistle, because he got a delayed call against him here on a slasher.
Spotlight on him since he's been in 8th grade. Everyone knew about that kid in terms of his offensive prowess.
Violation going to go against Mason Kohn, so Wierman will put it in play, and he's a threat to score 52 in black. He'll stay on the field for a moment. Now he's thinking about it. Now he's going to check out, and they'll bring Maryland back on top 3-2. Wierman wins it to himself. Thought Malver might take a step toward the middle of the
Scout team player early in his career. He's a very two-handed player, too, 38 in black.
Kohn wins this draw. This has been roughly even. Wierman and Kohn. Kohn with a nice move to get free.
You know what I like about this matchup, too? Both athletes. These guys can run. They're strong as oxes. It's going to be a battle. I'm not sure the Wings are going to be heavily involved in this game.
And the momentum now squarely on the shoulders of the Maryland Terrapins. It's 5-2 late in the going here in the first quarter. Kohn and Wierman still battling. Kohn's going to pick it up. Possession to Syracuse. Look at the ride by the Terps. Perspective, he's getting a graduate degree in applied economics.
You'd be okay with that as a Georgia Tech guy, not me.
I don't know if I could get that degree. It'd take me 5 or 6 years of trying. Ball still loose. Possession to Maryland.
You know, on the flip side, too, Will Mark only has the 1 save, so Maryland has been able to solve Mark, who down at Chapel Hill or College Park a year
season. Luke Wierman doing it for years for Testudo.
Kohn got it.
Yep. McDonald got possession. Check that net right.
Daring Syracuse to beat them with outside shots. They're kind of packing it in because they know the quick passing of Syracuse can cripple you. And they're taking that away by playing very constricted defense in terms of a team defense perspective.
There's the athleticism shown by Kohn. First, he wins the draw to himself, and he brings it all the way in deep into the offensive zone. Following Chorus, too. He followed right on Chorus' hip.
Syracuse bit for the first cut. He's the second.
Wierman, not afraid to shoot. Instead, he gets into Chorus on the far side, and Mark makes the save. Teammates, they appreciate the creativity. Syracuse back down a goal. Violation on the face-off dot. It's going to go against Wierman.
To amplify the two-handedness of Luke Roa, his first goal today was an outside rip. You make those extra fakes.
First time we've been even since 2-2 in the first quarter. Syracuse riding hard here. Look at Mullen. Even chased Zappatello. He's got to get it back to McNaney. And on a scoring drought, this time 7 minutes. And it's the Cuse on a run. 3 straight goals to take the lead. Their first time leading the game since it was 2-1 in the first quarter. Maryland's going to call a timeout.
That's a really good timeout. That is a really good timeout. You have a pole down there being harassed by Billy Dwan III. Necessarily out there.
Wierman gives chase. Alexo did a nice job to prevent him from initially picking up the ground. And we're back to Wierman and Kohn.
Wierman jumped.
I believe that's 2 this half, 2 part.
That's critical. Because when you have 2, you're worried about getting the penalty, and then you're not as quick as you want to be.
Against this.
Went to a couple high schools where he wasn't even the starting goalie. Went born and raised in Northern California. Bet on himself. Went to a couple high schools where he wasn't even the starting goalie. Went to LIU and then transferred here. He's one of the best in the business.
Battle at the face-off dot continues. Won that time by Maryland to start this fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more here, Clark. 1 goal game heading to the fourth and done again. Not up at 8. Kohn wins it. And again, look at the athleticism from Kohn keeping possession.
He's put everyone on alert. The question was, could he make the jump? The answer is what?
Second career hat trick for Roa. Neither of these teams is allowing this game to get beyond a 1-goal game. Beautiful win by Wierman. And the action to get the ball quickly into the offensive end. Wierman can't shoot. He opts to pass off and sub off. Ursa feels it, shoots, scores!
He's too fast, Cotter. I've been saying it all night. The speed kills. Figueres, who's defending him, was out with an ACL injury his true freshman season. He's back, and he's their #1 cover defender. You see the first step and then the blazing speed to get above goal line extended. And then the jumper. Honestly, I think if you're Syracuse, you might want to deny him the ball at X. Make it really hard for him to get the ball. That's his 6th point, but I just don't think anyone on this field can defend him.
That time Kohn with the violation. So Wierman's won a couple. All part of this back and forth game.
Celebrations after he scores. He wants the rock. The moment isn't too big.
Kohn wins another big draw. They're all big in this game, and especially now in the fourth.
Goals, 2 righty goals. Lefty on the run, righty on the run, righty twister.
And he's having the game of his life tonight. Kohn wins it initially, but loses his footing. Cuse scores! What a turn of events! Cuse picks up the ground ball from the wing and takes it all the way to the house.
It didn't look like Mark stepped to the ball here. Cuse is on the wing. They don't pick him up. pop or step from Mark. Maybe he thought he was going high there. Typically, you see Mark will explode with that front foot. Stepping to the ball, he's flat-footed on that shot. Chorus squeaks it by him.
How about this? Typically, you see an LSM and usually a short stick D midi on the wings on a face-off. They've got Chorus on the wings of a face-off offensive guy.
Because these midfielders are kind of throwbacks. Chorus, Stevens for Syracuse, English for Syracuse.
There you see Chorus and a big face-off here, which is going to be won by Wierman. Nearly even on the face-off dot today, too. We hope we'd see that, and we have.
This game's had everything we thought. Livers.
Maryland back on top. You see, it's the first time they've led in some time since about the midpoint of the third quarter.
Gate has 2 timeouts. Tillman 1. Can't call it in the middle of the field there. Have to be in your box.
Juan with a nice ground ball, but then he throws it away. Zap throws it away.
Syracuse got lucky there, Cotter.
Now it's going to be wild.
You got the 2 violations on Wierman. Wow, and it was Kohn who jumped.
It looked like the official might have pointed the other way first and said, no, it's against Kohn. So possession to Maryland. That's 2 for Kohn, 2 now. See the overtime rules about face-offs and how both of these face-off men have 2 violations. They're clean now into the overtime period, so that's not an issue.
This game is 12-12. It easily could be 17-17. And I say this because the face-off battle has been so equal. The goaltending, stealing potential goals by both netminders, Logan McNaney, Will Mark. This game has had everything you would want. People sometimes say it's too early to have lacrosse in February. For all you haters, it's not. Watch this game.
Yeah, you can't tell those here at the Dome that it's too early. They're all on their feet. Look at them, Paul. Every single one of them, and showing their appreciation with the standing ovation as these 2 teams took the field for overtime.
Look below us. No one is sitting down.
Next goal wins it. Kohn and Wierman, they've been battling all night long, and it continues into the overtime. Wierman wins it to himself. He can shoot, instead he passes it off, and boy, I thought that might have been the opportunity for Molliver. Both teams sub out. Maryland with the first possession, 6-on-6 here in the overtime.
The all-time leader in face-off wins for the University of Maryland, Luke Wierman. No one has won more. No one's been in more bigger spots than him.
Syracuse to his left. Urksa, not forget.